and the Roman army and Cornelius. Giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, This is a video that was put up by Battle Axes of TMH, which is the Most High Dallas. These are former members, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody could correct me if I'm mistaken, of the IUIC. You know, you had a couple of groups that broke off from the IUIC state camps, and they set up their own camps. And this group, Battle Axes of TMH Dallas, they've been on their own, separate from IUIC for a while, for a number of years. Anyway, there's a video that was put up entitled Yamaka Jake has more love for the heathen than his own people. The video is 44 minutes, 33 seconds long. I got 3 minutes and 5 seconds in. And we encountered these, that what they call Yamaka Jakes. Yamaka Jakes, that's their new name. These are mostly non-Messianic Israelites, meaning they don't deal with the New Testament. But I believe since they're going back and forth about Acts, I guess he also believes in the New Testament. You know, you have a lot of Israelite groups that teach various different things. Like I said, some only the Old Testament, some that believe that, and this is old school, that the so-called white people descend from the seed of Japhet, which the so-called white man descended from the seed of Esau. And the first time I ever heard that was at One West. Anyway, you can watch the video. What I'll do is, if I remember, I'll leave the link in the description box. And you know what? Let me let you listen to a little bit of it. It's a little bit of shouting, but let's see what happens. Let me come back to, where am I at? I'm right at about the 2-minute mark. So listen up.
Don't add, no take away, right? That's what you don't do. Don't add, take away. And stay right here. Okay? So Israel. No, okay, let's quit. So I'm not just quit. Okay, so she ain't gonna hear one of you. I'm gonna talk over. So if I'm in America, and I'm an Israelite.
Yeah, he starts it off with the Acts 10 chapter, and the guy saying that that Cornelius is of the Italian band. Well, and as if to say he can't be an Israelite because he was part of the Roman army. Oh, and I'm gonna say this as a side note: all One West camps should be teaching the same thing, that Cornelius is an Israelite. You know, you have the HODC. I believe that's the only group, and the GOCC that teaches that Cornelius is an actual Edomite. That was a whole breakdown, faulty breakdown of what was taught back at One West. You know, High Priest Arion, the rest of the top 7, as they call them, as they used to be called, that they were Edomites, and they had like a little story behind it that Esau was there, which is supposed to be Cornelius, was there to hold the book for us. The book wasn't even written. The only books that we had at that time was the Old Testament, the first 5 books of Mashah, the writings, and the prophets, which is known as the Tanakh, which is an acronym. The Torah, which is a law, the Nabayim, which is the prophets, and the Kathayim, which is the writings like Psalms, Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, Song of Solomon. Those are the writings. So getting back to this here, the individual that's being called a Yarmulke Jake, he's saying, when you watch I don't have to watch the whole video. Like I said, I only checked out 3 minutes of a almost 45-minute video, and this guy's trying to push that thing where heathens can make it, which he's totally lost. So what I did was, and we did this before, there's a book entitled Sons of Israel in Caesar's Service, Jewish Soldiers in the Roman Military. So we're talking about, you had Israelites going back more than 2,000 years ago that were part of the Roman Empire, Roman military. The Apostle Paul was in fact a Roman citizen. That didn't make him a Edomite. So it says here, Sons of Israel in Caesar's service, Jewish soldiers, should say Israelite soldiers in the Roman military, by Andrew J. Schoenfeld, MD. So I'm going to read the opening of this book. I guess the first paragraph, you can call it. It says, I don't have to go into the scriptures and break down to you that Cornelius is in fact an Israelite. But if you're new to this, you can ask, could you do a breakdown on it? And we did breakdowns on Cornelius. I see that we got to do another video, a couple of videos on Cornelius being Israelite, because some of our pages would take it down. So I might come back and do something, which to us this is the basics. But remember, we're not just teaching. Actually, we're not teaching anyone that's part of GMS that's been in this thing for a certain amount of years, because they're supposed to know everything and they're supposed to be teachers. So they're supposed to know it. Anyway, let me just read this. Excuse me. It says, the participation of Roman Jewish soldiers in the armies of Imperial Rome often goes unrecognized. This is mainly a result of a lack of recognition on the part of scholars who wish to use rabbinic sources as the landmark or the benchmark for Jewish practices in the imperial age. It is also difficult to identify Jewish soldiers, many of whom had, listen to this, many of whom had Greek and Latin names. Many of whom had Greek and Latin names. Cornelius had a Latin name. The word Cornelius is, well, if you go to the Blue Letter, they'll tell you of a horn. Actually, the name Cornelius means